Welcome back to the channel. We're in the garage again today. This is actually unpredicted. I've been kind of going through detailing the Sportster a little bit, and one of the few problems I've actually had on it here recently was the choke cable on it doesn't like to stay in, so I normally have to hold it out. So I attempted to adjust that today, and once again, I just break things. So the little plastic threads on the nut tightening nut, I shattered. But there's a silver lining to this. Earlier in the summer, I went to a yard sale, and they actually have a carburetor that works on my bike. Now, I don't think I'm going to switch over the entire carburetor. That would be kind of overkill. So I will just switch out the choke cable. And this does appear to be a nicer choke cable, and it actually stays out. Nice solid function. So I'm hoping this is what I need, but I kind of wish I could just replace this threaded part here. That'd be really nice, but it doesn't appear that that might be an option. So I don't know. I'll get into it, see what we find out. But I figure if I'm going to do this, I might as well bring you along. See if I break anything else. A couple people are asking about my, I guess, roadside toolkit. It's nothing really fancy. It's actually an old screwdriver, a small flathead that I can actually reach my air idle adjustment and my throttle adjustment. I have a spark plug tool, a couple of extensions, adjustable wrench, and a ratchet. And pretty much what I have here are an assortment of too many freaking Allen sizes. Like, this is ridiculous that I need all of these to work across multiple bikes. But on top of that, I also have all of the, I believe these are torque heads, yeah. And then some of the finer screw adjustments, like this oddball one is a 1/4 inch socket that is used for brake calipers on this bike. But other than that, this is just a piece of wood that I drilled out, and that works. Oh, and I have a spark plug gapper tool. And this is pretty much all I really carry with me, other than like a pocket knife and a flashlight, and then sometimes a Leatherman. But I've never really needed more than this. This surprisingly has gotten me through 99% of the issues I've ever experienced. I love when I don't press record. So I got the carb pulled out here a little bit. This is the choke cable here. The new one looks to be about the same size. So I got that pulled out. Now I need to undo this bolt here. We're going to try the Leatherman first. And if that doesn't work, I'll have to break into the tools. And look at that. Looks like the Leatherman's going to work. Alrighty. So here's the old one. Let's see if we can get the other one out. See if it matches. This one looks like it might have been out before. Curious. So note, these are plastic, so I do not need to crank on them. Alright. Look to be about the same thing. And that took a minute to get started. Good enough. No need to crank it. Feed this through. You might be asking yourself, Jordan, you own a carbureted bike. You own a carbureted dirt bike. You must know a lot about them. No, not at all. Just making sure it's sealed up on the backside. Feels like it. Guess we'll find out. All right, I want to go to the other side and see if this choke matches up. All right, so not bad. It'll definitely work. I like that this one's actually metal. Yeah. It's like a short pull too. It's interesting. So this is how I broke the last one. Was somehow I got enough torque on it. There we go. I'm not going to crank on it a lot. It's holding. We're going to run with it. All right, with that, we're back together. Let's push her out and see if she fires up. All right, well, she seems to be running pretty damn good. I'd call that a success in my book. This choke is a little bit different from the other one, as in the other one had some like adjustability in it. Like I could have the choke all the way out, I could have it partially out. This one seems to be more like a solid notch. So when you pull it out, it kind of locks in place, and as soon as you tap it in, it goes all the way in. So that'll just be something I'll have to keep in mind. I haven't been up this road in a little bit. Notice the trees are starting to change every day around here. It's going to be wonderful. So yeah, the only other time I've ever actually worked on the carburetor, I think, was right before, well actually no, I did replace the accelerator pump diaphragm in it, and then I pulled it out once and pulled the bowl off and inspected everything, looked at what jets were inside of it and cleaned it up pretty good. That was right before the MABDR. And then honestly, since then, I don't think I've opened that up since, except to replace the air filter. So I wouldn't say it hasn't been maintained, but I also haven't put as many miles on the bike since the MABDR. This bike has kind of turned into the little town hopper, just kind of here to there, no real long trips. Now I'm thinking about taking this bike down to Florida. Jess and I keep talking. We think we're going to try to get away for a couple of weeks or something in January. Try to get the time to do that, get away from the snow, maybe do like a Christmas in Florida or something. And I think I'm gonna take this bike down because she's talking about taking the Dyna down, and the Dyna has got some new parts on it. But what's even funner is the Dyna has a big sissy bar and Gordita has a big sissy bar. So if we go down together, we're gonna have a big sissy bar winter in Florida. Alright, well, I think that's where I'm going to call it. Thanks for tagging along on this little quick repair job. I was scared there for a moment because I wasn't sure if I was going to have to tear the whole carb down or what, but I'm pretty glad it's a pretty easy replacement. Also now kind of mad I waited so long to replacement, but hey, when something breaks, that kind of forces your hand. So, till next time everyone, take it easy. See you in the next one.